So I was ready to come on here last night and absolutely scream up and down at Google when they lowered the price of the Pixel 8 back down to $549 while holding the price of the Pixel 8a at $499. Everybody knew that the Pixel 8 was going to go back down in price. Google loves their sale prices, and it was inevitable that eventually they bring it down to that sale price of around $550. What we didn't expect, or I didn't expect anyway, was them for the A, do it so quickly, and B, not bring down the Pixel 8a in tandem like they did last year with the 7a. The 7a at some point got down to I don't know what it was, $375 was the sale price. It eventually got down on, and for that I thought it was a good deal. And the same here. If this gets to sub $400, that's a fantastic deal and something that you should pick up. But Google, in its just obliviousness, managed to get the Pixel 8 down to $550, and I think what they've done is I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. One last time, I'm going to show Google respect. For some reason, I don't know. They haven't earned it. I don't think that they have any idea what they're doing over there. I think that they just randomly market things and price things, and they don't really care about hardware. And if they don't care about the hardware, why should we? And that will absolutely be the theme if the Pixel 9 series does not come out as they seem to have set it up here. I wrote an article for Android Police a couple days ago. I linked it in the community tab about how I said if you want to save the A series, then you really need to restructure things. You need to come out with all the devices at once, or you need to bring this device down to $399 somehow, or cheapen it, do something to get back to the old, like the 3A series type deal with this particular device. That's what I think they need to do. Now, it seems like they've gone for option A. It seems like because they've essentially killed off the 8A. By pricing the Pixel 8 as competitively on their own site as possible and making it only $50 more than the Pixel 8A, they've essentially signaled to you not to buy the 8A for whatever reason. Don't know why that is. Now, it could be you could chalk that up to just typical Google nonsense, confusion, don't know what they're doing. Could absolutely be that. But I think what's going to happen is they are going to make that kind of awkward transition now where the Pixel, because there are 3 devices rumored in the fall when the Pixel 9 is released. The Pixel 9, the Pixel 9 Pro, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And it seems like they've just chosen to go the Apple route. One release of the phones. The Pixel 9 essentially becomes the A-series device with the cheaper cheaper back and the plastic build and all the rest of it. And this year's processor, okay, so it'll get a G4 because that's what makes sense. If they're going to keep that line, that would really make sense there. So it gets a G4. Then they're going to have the Pixel 9 Pro, like Apple has the iPhone 15 Pro, and then the Pro Max, essentially, which is the iPhone, or rather the Pixel 9 Pro XL. That'll be the large one. So that kind of follows their naming convention from years past, and they're bringing that back with the Pixel 9 series. Now, a couple different things there. That's annoying if you bought a Pixel 8a. I did. I would love to have seen a more aggressive price cut here, especially if they're cutting the price of the Pixel 8. And if they don't care about the device anyway, then what difference does it make? Just cut the price. But what I think you're going to see, at least, is I hope what you see, is that you start to see in the next month or so some really aggressive price cuts on the Pixel 8a. That would be really good because now if the Google really doesn't care about it and they're kind of going a different direction with the A series in general, then cut the price of this thing. Give us a break. If you could get this for $375 and you don't care about the extras on the Pixel 8, like the better camera and the glass back and all the rest of it, well, then pick this one up because I'm going to tell you, this is a really, really nice device. And it's kind of annoying that it's not going to get the full year or at least the regular kind of marketing and pricing that the other A-series devices got. Because this is probably, I don't want to call it the most deserving. It's certainly the best A-series device that we've had in the last few years. The Pixel 6a was fantastic, but that was kind of a different class of device. This is really good, and it's deserving of its price tag. I would love to see it a little bit lower now, obviously, with the Pixel 8 being the price that it is, but it is a really, really good phone. And if you have one, you're not going to be disappointed by it whatsoever. Performance is good. Camera's good. I happen to like the matte back finish on it. Here's the thing. Google, you're getting one last chance because let me tell you something. That survey that came out a week or two ago about how Pixel owners are by far the most dissatisfied user group out of iPhone and Samsung and all the rest of it. By far. It wasn't like a statistical thing. It was like 25% more. And people thinking they're not going to come back to Pixel and all the rest of it. That's not an accident. You did that. You did that by your goofy updates. You did that by your poor marketing. You did that by your pricing strategies that makes people feel bad about a phone they just bought because you put something else on sale. You did that to yourself. So you get one more chance. You get one chance to clean up the Pixel lineup, but if you screw it up this time, everybody's going to be done with you. And if it's true that you don't care about hardware, and I know no one's really said that, but the way you act makes people think that way. If it's true that you don't really care about hardware, then no one's going to be sad that you're gone. Nobody. I don't know how many mulligans you get before people just write you off. You have this fan base, and I'm one of them, of people who keep buying these devices because they like them, they like the camera, they like the clean Android experience. The software is in a pretty good spot. I even like the goofy design that they put on these phones sometimes. But if you're going to keep spitting in our faces, only so many times you get to do that before people say, you know what, forget it. I'm going to buy a Samsung. So, I wasn't going to come on and rant. I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It looks like they're following what myself and others have said to either get rid of the A series or significantly change the way that they market it or the device itself. It looks like they're going to get rid of it. That was going to be awkward at some point because of the staggered release cycle. There was going to be one phone that kind of only got 6 months and blah, 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 and then it made it look dwarfed it by another device a little bit soon after. Google's comfortable with this. They've done it a couple times now with devices. Don't seem to have a problem with it. So, unfortunately, the 8A is the one that gets sacrificed. Now, if it's sacrificed for the greater good, if it's sacrificed because it means Pixel's going to get their lineup in shape and they're going to have a coherent marketing and pricing strategy going forward, then you know what? Maybe it's worth it. But if it's just another hodgepodge goofball screw-up where they do that, but then 6 months later, oh, hey, there's a 10A or there's a blah, 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 or we're changing that now, or we're not doing this anymore, then everybody's going to be done. Or everybody should be done. And I'm going to take a wait-and-see attitude when it comes to Pixel devices from here on out. Because I'm tired of giving this company credit. I'm tired of thinking that their executives graduated business school. I'm tired of thinking that they had to take an intro, a grad, whatever, a marketing 101 course. Gen Ed requirement, marketing 101. I'm tired of thinking that and being disappointed every single time. From the Pixel Fold. I had somebody comment yesterday on the Moto Stylus video. They said, you know what? So what that doesn't get updates? Sometimes updates make things worse. Where do they get that impression from? They were Pixel owners. Yes, sometimes your updates make things worse. Unbelievable. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, I take my blood pressure meds. Have that Steve-licious day.